All right, I'm going to call the meeting to order at 6:30. Bob Knight is not able to attend because of a work commitment, and Sean Dowd's going to be late because of a work thing too. So he'll be joining us later. Wanted, and let's see, so far we have one attendee on Zoom, Sandra Eby, and guys in the crowd, thanks for coming. So our next meeting is October 3rd, and the first thing I want to do is approval of the August 2022 minutes. We had 2 meetings in August, one on, I believe it was August 1st, that will be reviewing the minutes. Our meeting of August 16 was deemed an illegal meeting because we didn't give adequate notice, so we're not going to review those minutes. Next, I wanted to quickly read an email the ECDC received from Kurt Carr, one of our audience members. It says, regarding our agenda item, opinion re cannabis businesses. He writes, the Board of Selectmen established the town's official policy on the issue of cannabis at its meeting on April 13, 2022. As a commission appointed by the Board of Selectmen, up until it had established this town policy, it was completely appropriate to offer input and public statements either in favor or opposed to cannabis businesses. However, taking official contrary commission positions after April 13 was an act of insubordination. Since then, the Board of Selectmen promulgated an ordinance and sent it to a town meeting on September 7, at which time an unusually large 188 town meeting voted overwhelmingly at 76.9% to approve the ordinance banning all forms of cannabis businesses. The time has come for the ECDC to embrace the will of the people and to end its campaign to bring cannabis establishments to Ridgefield as a commission. As individuals, the First Amendment still applies. And then next up on our agenda is opinion re the cannabis businesses. So last Wednesday, the Board of Selectmen had a town meeting where it was voted on whether cannabis businesses establishments should be allowed in the town, and it was voted down. We had previously, as an ECDC, voted at an August 16 meeting to make an opinion on cannabis, but we later found out that that August 16 meeting was illegal because we hadn't given enough notice about the meeting. So the cannabis statement we voted on, that vote wasn't a legitimate vote. So even though the town has already voted on cannabis, we thought it would be good just for the ECDC to have voted on a statement, just in case anything comes up in the future. So I'm going to read the cannabis statement, and then we can all take a vote. The mission of the ECDC is to support orderly and planned economic development in keeping with the character of the town. A productive and prosperous community stems from creating a viable economic foundation. To this end, the ECDC supports allowing for cannabis establishments in Ridgefield, whether for medical or recreational use. Members of the Commission feel strongly that Ridgefield's economic success is dependent on supporting businesses that bolster our tax base and have relevance in today's economy. The cannabis industry is already an acceptable component of many state and town economies across the country. Connecticut has a long history of cultivating tobacco and remains one of the top 10 tobacco-producing states in the nation. The geographic and environmental qualities that make the state appealing for cultivating tobacco make it equally appealing for cultivating cannabis. Cannabis easily surpasses tobacco in positive use, such as medicinal treatment for pain, sleep disorders, and nausea. In reviewing the application from Kurt Carr to the Planning and Zoning Commission, read prohibition of the cannabis establishments per Public Act 21-2, the ECDC concluded that cannabis establishments will enhance economic activity. The ECDC anticipates that cannabis establishments would be regulated by the town as to location, use, and more. If at any point the town, whether through ordinance or town vote, prohibits retail sales of cannabis, the ECDC recommends that the town consider that non-retail businesses could be allowed, such as production, cultivation, packaging, and transportation. So I motion for a vote that we accept this as ECDC's position on cannabis establishments in the town, regardless of what is voted on.
My second.
Any discussion?
I'd like to hear from the public.
No. I think think we have a really full agenda, and the town voted on it last year, so I think we're just gonna move on to a vote. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Thanks. All right, and so then we'll move on to the next item in our agenda,